crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lady. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Don't grab it.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Bell, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Watch 57. I'm coming. Ready? 57.
Darnold on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
57's right. Hey, come on. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down and then some. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch 57. Here we go, D. Here. Ready? Here I come again. Here I come again. Smooth.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watching it grind. Here we go. Here we go. Lady. 50. Hey, echo.
Now Bell. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try again with Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
47. Right there, 54, right there, 54. 47. Come on, boy. 26.
A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Check, check, block 54, block 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
1st down, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Here go 47.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott forced out to his left. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Jets take over third. at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. We want this. We're going to 53.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it. A nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming.
Here's Darnold. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, ball.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, let's get this,
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
55 Mike, guys. 55.
Hey, high 7.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And the pressure gets to him again. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
So don't say nothing.
47. 54 Mike. 54 Mike.
On play action, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Adams. And an alley to run. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Josh Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike, 50. Waiting. 54.
Back to throw, Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Get the ball. Bravo. Mike 54.
On first and 10, Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, orbit. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, son.
A first down throw, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Double time. Even. 4 down. Even. 57, Mike 57.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 27, Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And that's complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check nine, check nine.
54. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. 54. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Switch it.
A run for Weber. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. Double time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
57's the mic. Watch for 26. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Going up top. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Watch the run.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. 54's Mike. Check 26. 54.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action now. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Adams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the... And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second and 9, Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Darnold now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that there's still attack.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here with Adams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
25-yard line.
Mike 54. Watch the slant. Watch the eye. Kill.
Again, here's Adams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Dancing to his left. He's got his target. It's Cobb. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Darnold completes it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Darnold now to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Adams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, they go with Adams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. One last throw now for Darnold. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one.